Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach. See what the 2012 election results mean for the city and school division. Plus, Superstorm Sandy makes her presence known. Find out how we fared during the storm. And take a look at the newest rec center, Williams Farm. We'll take you inside this fun factory. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Georgine Jones. Thanks for joining us. The recent election saw a huge turnout at the polls, and the results? President Barack Obama has been re-elected to a second term as the President of the United States. And as the country gears up for a new term, so does the city. Cloudy skies and cold temperatures didn't keep the voters away in Virginia Beach as tens of thousands turned out to cast their ballots.
I have one.
Even though long lines were seen around the city, things ran smoothly as citizens made their decisions.
Thanks for voting. Thank you.
William Sessoms continues his service as the city's mayor, but City Council saw some changes. Amelia Ross Hammond takes over the Kempsville district while Rosemary Wilson, Bob Dyer, and Glenn Davis were re-elected. For school board elections, a multitude of candidates were competing for 6 seats. And once the votes were tallied, a few new faces were appointed. Joel McDonald takes over the Rose Hall seat, while Leonard Tanko took the Centerville seat. Voters chose Beverly Anderson and Betsy Taylor for the at-large seat. Dan Edwards returns to office on the Kempsville seat. A special election was held to fill an at-large seat vacated by a member who resigned. Robert Malatti was elected to that spot. More than 60% of voters voted yes on the light rail referendum. What's the next step? Stay tuned for an update in a future Access story. Virginia election officials say that statewide turnout met or exceeded that of the 2008 presidential election. The last week of October brought one of the nation's biggest storms to the East Coast. Superstorm Sandy swept up the Atlantic coast, leaving millions without power and wrecking coastal cities. Luckily, Virginia Beach avoided the brunt of the storm, but the resort city still saw some action. High winds and strong rain pelted the area for more than 2 days.
Rain for Virginia Beach averaged anywhere between 6 and 9 inches. We had quite a bit of rain. Being on the coast. Wind, we kind of averaged around 30-40 mile an hour at the peak with some gusts in 50s and 60s.
According to Virginia Dominion Power, Sandy caused more than 80,000 outages in Hampton Roads in North Carolina. Luckily, city officials say there were no reports of major problems.
We had very few trees down. Lots of branches kind of shaking the canopy. We did see flooding. We have some neighborhoods that have sustained some pretty good flooding.
The Little Island Fishing Pier and Sand Bridge experienced the wrath of Sandy. Several sections were destroyed. Buildings on the property had siding ripped off, and the picnic areas saw lots of flooding. At the ocean front, crews were busy moving sand out and assessing damage at Grommet Island Park.
We had moderate to significant beach erosion with this, so it pushed a lot of sand. With Grommet Island, brought a lot of debris up on the beach, which is what Public Works is working on right now.
The Lesnar Bridge Marina area also took a hit. The parking lot and picnic areas were destroyed. The city kept citizens safe before, during, and after the storm by activating the Emergency Operations Center, opening up an emergency shelter, and deploying crews for cleanup. If you experience damage, report it at vbgov.com/damage report. Virginia Beach's newest facility, the Williams Farm Recreation Center, opened its doors last month and established a new standard for fun in the resort city. That fun began with a ribbon-cutting ceremony featuring the namesake of the building.
They asked me to say a few words. We had a tour of this facility just a few minutes ago. And one word comes to mind very quickly. Wow. It's a dandy.
1, 2, 3.
Nestled in the heart of Western Bayside, the city's newest building drew a huge crowd.
Today we're celebrating the grand opening of the Williams Farm Community Recreation Center. Got a lot of activities going on.
Indeed they did. Shots were made, bodies were moving, laps were run, iron was pumped, legs were burning. And there was even some breakdancing going on. And don't forget about those falls, from bad ones off the wheels to happy ones as daredevils conquered the 150-foot slide into the pool. Smiles seem to be contagious, especially in the spacious weight and fitness room.
This weight room has the very latest in equipment. Each of the recumbent bikes and the stair steppers and the treadmills have their individual monitors, in addition to be able to listen to your own music and watch your own television while you're recreating. You can also track your own fitness program in a very detailed way to see how you're progressing fitness-wise.
And working out was on the minds of these patrons.
So provide good weights, get your strength up, get your body right, and very, very good equipment.
Eddie Piles lives near the center. He says it's convenient and is the best thing that has ever happened to this neighborhood.
Oh, it's going to provide me a lot of self-confidence. It makes me feel a lot better working out. And just give me a better attitude on life.
Staff is on hand to assist and provide information on keeping you healthy.
Behind me, we have a patron who is using one of our AMT cardiovascular machines. She's breaking a hard sweat. And if you also look to my immediate right, we have participants walking around the track. The track is 1/10 of a mile, so that means that 10 laps around the track will be a mile.
The 71,000 square foot facility is Silver LEED certified and contains many new features not found in other city rec centers, like this state-of-the-art skate and bike park. It's a 25,000 square foot concrete skate park that features a tiered bowl, flow park, and urban skate plaza.
The skate park is our most dynamic of the three skate parks. It was design build, so that means that the design build team out of Florida was able to kind of design and build as they go, and we're able to be much more creative with building the skate park. It's right at a half an acre, and people are taking full advantage of it. It's been very popular since it's been open.
And very popular is a phrase city leaders hope stays with this facility for a long time. If you have a membership card to any of the city's rec centers, you can access Williams Farms. If you do not have a card, you can purchase one on your first visit. Who said it was tough getting old? Well, it was definitely not the folks in this next story. It was time to cut a rug at the annual Senior Showcase. While Zumba definitely got everyone moving, this event was more than just dancing. It was a chance for seniors to gather valuable information.
So often the seniors don't know what's available to them until they actually need it. And then they have to make a rash decision about which resource to take advantage of. This way, we hope they have the information ahead of time, can do a little bit more research, and find out which one would work best for them.
From booths to breakout sessions, seniors learned about healthcare options, driving safety, home caregivers, and much more.
We've just been going around and looking at all the displays, you know, and gather little bits and pieces of information from each one. And especially, I mean, this is helpful for older people. So we're very impressed with this and grateful for it.
The mayor also presented the commission's annual awards for service to seniors. Naomi Mitchell won the individual award, while the Flaxam and Jetson Committee won the group award. More than 350 people attended the free event. Dozens of exhibitors were also on hand to educate seniors on the types of services available to them. The Mayor's Commission on Aging put on the event every year. The commission helps the mayor in planning actions to meet the needs of senior citizens. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, we get by with a little help from our friends. Well, this help happens to come in the four-legged form. We'll explain. Plus, we'll tell you about a class that's helping parents become computer gurus. We'll have that and more when we return.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. Mark your calendars to attend the Parent Connection Technology Academy's Entertainment and Gaming What's In on Wednesday, November 28th from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Advanced Technology Center. Thanks to our partner in education, Best Buy, the latest technology and entertainment will be available for hands-on demos just in time for the holidays. Learn about entertainment systems as well as how to access resources and watch movies from the internet on your TV. You will even learn how to set up family-friendly games on your home networks. The session is free, but registration is required by calling 263-1936. Parents, if you have ever disagreed with your partner about what's important during the holidays, this workshop is for you. Plan to attend Parenting on the Same Page this holiday season on Wednesday, December 5th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the CHKD Health Center at Oakbrook in Chesapeake. The holiday season can be stressful for parents as they consider how to blend family traditions, spend time with extended family, and budget for gift giving. Learn how to make the holidays more enjoyable for everyone while creating your own special family memories. Register to attend this free workshop by calling 668-7000. To see a complete calendar of November and December events, visit the Parent Connection page of vbschools.com.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Georgine Jones. You know that scary feeling when you can't find your car and you know you parked it in that spot? That's when you realize your car has been towed. But before you reach for your wallet, the Commonwealths Attorney's Office wants to make sure you don't pay too much. Here's Macy Pridgeon with more.
The Better Business Bureau receives thousands of complaints each year from consumers whose cars were wrongfully towed or damaged. Parking your vehicle without permission can be frustrating and costly. Know Virginia's towing laws to avoid excessive fees. Drivers, here's what you need to know. The owner of the lot can only tow if signs are posted at all entrances clearly stating that vehicles parked without permission will be towed. Posted signs must include the phone number of the towing company or the police non-emergency line. When a vehicle is towed, the towing company must report it to the police department. Towing companies must post a list of fees at their main place of business and at any location where vehicles can be reclaimed. The company cannot charge more than the posted amount. Remember these key tips if you find that your car has been towed. Call the towing company immediately and pick up your vehicle as soon as possible. Check your vehicle before leaving. Make sure that there is no damage and that nothing is missing from inside your car. If you notice damage, document it. Finally, ask the company for an itemized receipt. If you believe your vehicle was wrongfully towed, file a complaint with your local Better Business Bureau by visiting www.bbb.org or calling 531-1300. You should also call the police non-emergency number at 385-5000.
This message was brought to you by the Office of the Commonwealth's Attorney, keeping citizens informed because forewarned is forearmed.
Watch out, many companies increase fees based on the length of time your car is stored there. So the sooner you claim your car, the less your final charges will be. And here's some good news from Virginia Beach City Public Schools. Dropout rates have decreased and on-time graduation rates have stayed the same. Data released by the Virginia Department of Education shows that the dropout rate for the class of 2012 is only 5.9%, down from 6.2% in 2011. The school division also maintained their on-time graduation rates, with 86.8% of the class of 2012 graduating on time. Log on to doe.virginia.gov for a complete list of rates for individual schools across Virginia. The Parent Connection Technology Academy is once again offering free hands-on classes for parents each month to help gain a better understanding of technology.
Our students are here and they're ready to answer questions and teach the parents on how to use the new technology.
Students from the Future Business Leaders of America Club are turned into teachers as they assist with these classes, which take place at the Advanced Technology Center.
We offer monthly sessions so that the parents can learn about technology, can help their own children with their technology needs, anywhere from word processing to spreadsheets to buying computers, especially with our new Bring Your Own Device initiative this year in Virginia Beach schools.
And that Bring Your Own Device initiative presents challenges to parents who may not know how to use that type of technology. That is where the students step in.
They volunteer their time to come out once a month to teach the parents and work with the parents, but they also, during the month, they prepare a lesson for the parents, and they basically plan the activity from what should parents know based on their own experiences as a student.
Various partners in education are also on hand for each session.
Well, with Best Buy and ATC working together, we're able to, one, really show the students know the technology, but the parents might not know the technology as much. Parents might be sometimes a little behind their own children. This is a way for us to really show what the kids know, to also show the parents, to get them caught up to what's out there today.
Listen up, parents. The next Technology Academy takes place on November 28th from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Advanced Technology Center. Entertainment and Gaming. What's In is the name of the lesson. Participants will learn about entertainment systems, watching movies and accessing resources from the internet or your TV. Registration is required. Call 263-2012. Learning to read can be hard, but thanks to some help from a couple of furry friends, students at one local elementary school are turning into quite the bookworms.
This is Nigel, and he's purring for the first time.
This is Darius. Darius comes with us.
Meet Darius the guinea pig and Nigel the rabbit. They're earning their keep at Kempsville Elementary.
He gets to have kids read to him, and he goes to some of the libraries. And he doesn't judge because he doesn't even know his ABCs, so he gets to listen to all the stories.
One by one, students take turns reading aloud to these cute critters. The program called Listening Ears encourages reading.
He can go like horse feet, clop, clop, clop.
It gives them a feeling they can accomplish something. Some of them don't have the time or the self-confidence sometimes, and everybody's so busy with their schedules. It gives them an extra person to have the time to read to, and helps build self-confidence.
Every Friday for the last 5 years, the Listening Ears program have made a special stop at Kempsville Elementary. The traveling reading herd visits schools, libraries, and events around Southampton roads. What a cute idea. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, we'll help you get your finances in order with highlights from Financial Planning Day. Plus, students don their hiking boots for one really cool outdoor session. We'll have that and more when we return.
Back.
They are the largest volunteer-based group of its kind in the country. They respond to over 40,000 calls a year. They have saved countless lives. We're talking about Virginia Beach's Volunteer Emergency Medical Services, and they're looking for you to join the ranks. From medical emergencies to life-saving interventions, EMS volunteers are state certified, highly trained, and ready to respond around the clock. Training classes are held regularly and are tuition-free. So if you're ready to make a difference and can commit 48 hours a month, then volunteer for Virginia Beach EMS.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Georgine Jones. In today's tough economy, learning how to save some extra money is always a good thing. And thanks to the city's Financial Planning Day, citizens learn just how to do that.
2 years ago, I signed on to the National League of Cities Mayor's Action Challenge for Children and Families and made a commitment to helping 500 Virginia Beach families become financially fit for the future. This challenge is designed to strengthen our city one family at a time.
As part of the Mayor's Action Challenge, Financial Planning Day is an event providing workshops, vendors, and one-on-one sessions with financial planners, all free and open to the public.
It's not every day that you have the opportunity to get free financial advice. And I'm proud that you're here this morning. You helped make Virginia Beach truly be a great city.
Residents came from all over the city to find out how they could better balance their finances.
We're going to get a little bit more information on how to pay down debt and save and buy a house appropriately and retirement savings and things like that.
The Merces ventured from table to table, finding many different brochures that proved to be helpful in balancing their budget.
At one of the tables we actually found a do you need it little thing that you can put in your wallet. And those are the questions I usually ask him when he gets home after he's bought something.
Kelvin Boston, an advocate for financial empowerment, was the keynote speaker for the event. Kelvin stated, in the middle of a recession, it is still possible to make and save money.
A lot of people think that America is about redistributing wealth. It's not. It's really about creating wealth. And the best way to create wealth is to save, is to invest, and it's to own your own business.
But it won't be easy, he said. There will be a lot of tough times that will arise.
You're going to have challenges, but those challenges are like speed bumps. They don't stop the process, they just slow the process down, especially if you know where you want to go and how you want to get there.
Elizabeth Merce and her husband know exactly where they want to go.
We did take the one on purchasing your first home, the course there, and I really enjoyed it. There was a few websites I gained from that experience, so I'll be able to use that in the upcoming years as well.
Residents were also able to sign up for sessions with financial planners. As the planners looked through residents' finances, they were able to give advice and set long-term goals that would allow people to make better investments and better prepare for financial hardships. Bank On is a program that is structured to give the same type of advice. Residents that recently completed the program were celebrated with a graduation ceremony at Financial Planning Day. Many people have restructured their spending habits and are on their way to being debt-free. Elizabeth Merce and her husband are inspired to be in that same direction as well.
It's nice to have the experts kind of telling him the same things that I've been saying so that we can get on the same path and the same goal and things like that. And we definitely do see that, you know, not just is it good for our family, for us to be on track and things like that, but it's better for the entire community.
I think that what they're doing here in the Virginia Beach area and Hampton Roads area is a model for the country, and you should be very proud.
Financial Planning Day is typically held every year in October. For more information, log on to vbgov.com and type Financial Empowerment in the search box. It's no accident that Virginia Beach has been named the safest city of its size in the nation. It is in part due to the hard work and dedication of the city's police department.
We have excellent staff in every department and every division in our police department.
And a handful of those dedicated employees were formally recognized during a special ceremony.
To all of today's honorees, you are perfect examples of professionals with a commitment to serve. 8
employees were promoted for their ability and promise they bring to the community, while 4 retirees were noted for their dedicated service to the city.
For all the years of service you have given us, and we wish you good luck.
VBTV covered the entire event, and it will be airing right here. For program air dates and times, log on to vbgov.com/VBTV. Did you ever want to walk a day in someone else's shoes? Well, at the Advanced Technology Center, teachers got to do exactly that. They experienced life as a student when they got to participate in real-world student activities.
So it's complicated a little bit, but basically
this software game development class is just one of many offered at the ATC.
So you want to load that thing in that we just downloaded.
But the tables were turned in this lesson as teachers became the students and got to see firsthand what the ATC has to offer.
It's fascinating. Being of a little older generation, I'm so amazed at what these young people can do.
In celebration of the ATC's 10-year anniversary, middle and high school counselors spent the day here. The whole point of the exercise was for counselors to take their experience and knowledge, back to their students.
I'll be able to answer questions for them because they want to know, what is it like, Mrs. Hummer? You know, what am I going to do if I go there? So I can say, hey, I've been sitting in these classes. I know what you're going to do, and you are going to enjoy what you do at ATC.
They even got a chance to hear testimonials from alumni.
The ATC is a great experience for any student, especially young students today. It's always important to get your foot in the door, and here at ATC they give you that opportunity to do that.
And if the ATC has you intrigued, then mark your calendars. They are celebrating a decade of innovative learning with an open house event. Middle and high school students and their parents are invited to the ATC on December 18th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. You'll get a chance to meet teachers, alumni, and much more. The ATC prepares high school students for existing careers in marketing, engineering, telecommunications, and information technology. Field trips away from the hallowed halls of learning. Talk about a great way to spend a school day. Well, that's just what a group of students from the Plaza Middle School's Middle Years program did. 2 busloads of 7th graders descended on First Landing State Park for a unique lesson.
Because this is the Bay to Beach hike. We need to see the bay, right?
Yes, yes!
A week after Superstorm Sandy paralyzed much of the East Coast, these middle school nature explorers got an up-close look at the Chesapeake Bay.
Today we have half of our William and Mary team students on the Bay to Beach hike, and this is actually a way to wrap up our unit on the Chesapeake Bay. So we're out here today to appreciate the wonderful nature that the bay has to offer.
Think about all of Virginia Beach used to look similar to where we'll be hiking, right?
The trip allowed students to see and feel the lessons they were learning back at Plaza.
Today is really just a day to enjoy the bay. We started off at the bay and we're hiking through to the beach. So it's also not just to look at and appreciate the bay, but also it's the students have raised money through donations, sponsors to walk today, and we're raising money for Special Olympics.
And though it was a chilly day in the forest, it sure beat staying in the classroom.
Out here we're actually doing hands-on activities. Well, in the classroom we have to imagine and picture it. And I think that out here it's a much more rich learning experience.
One cool segment of the trip had students leaving messages for future hikers.
This is fun because we actually get to interact with nature and see things opposed to sitting in class and watching the Promethean board and seeing slides about it.
Before the 5-mile excursion ended, students took time to reflect on nature. Then it was back on their feet as the convoy made the trek to 64th Street in about 3 hours. That's quite a hike. Those students are all members of the Middle Years International Baccalaureate program at Plaza. It's designed to offer a foundation in liberal arts education. The program extends over 5 years, with grades 6, 7, and 8 committed to Plaza Middle, while 9th and 10th grade students complete the final 2 years at Princess Anne High School. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/media. Then under the All Categories button, find and click on Access Virginia Beach. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Georgine Jones. Thanks for watching.